Big Cat Rescue's gift shop was just not nearly big enough for all of the guests that we have and all of our volunteers and all of our interns. So we were looking at this spot on the property, which used to be a big bank of cages that we tore down and made space to bring in a unit that had been actually used as a Tico office building. It came in 4 sections, like a mobile home, and you could see how ugly this thing was.
Well, I couldn't help but laugh when I saw the door say, "Please close the door," because it's been ripped completely off the wall. The men's room is in considerable need of repair. As is the ladies' room. Not sure what to do about those hats not quite meeting up. Looks like there's been considerable rot to the ceiling. And on the other side of that wall, it's got a lot of mold, so we're gonna have to pull that whole thing out, I believe, to replace it. Just don't want anybody breathing that. There are 5 offices across over there. We'll lose one of them to the entry.
We had to completely gut the inside of this office building, and the bathrooms were absolutely the most disgusting thing you ever saw. There had been leakage in the building, and it smelled like nasty gym socks. There was some mold in some places, and so what we had to do was rip up all of that carpeting, rip up some of the flooring, even the wood, and replace the wood, because there were places where the water had leaked in through the windows. It took so long to get the permits for this thing that it sat for a very long period of time. If you've ever tried to get permits for anything in Hillsborough County, you know what I mean. It just takes months and months and months to get the permits issued. And then once you do, then the real work begins of trying to get the things moved and set up and leveled, and then all of the renovations. So this video is all of the renovation work, starting with letting you see how this thing looked when we first hooked all of those 4 units together. And I think you're going to be really, really surprised with the results.
August 26, 2017, 8 months into this project of renovating space for our gift shop, and it's almost done. Can I walk on this?
Yes.
How happy are you that the tile's done?
Extremely. Extremely grateful. It's all over almost.
Oh, you got the doors up. It's got a door. Clean some windows and screens. All the storage space now has doors. And I thought I saw volunteers bringing stuff over from the gift shop. I thought I saw them carrying stuff over.
They're carrying some boxes for watch out. That's why they're there.
Okay.
Carrying some boxes for supplies and stuff right here.
Oh,
And they'll come out.
sweet. November 4th, 2017, Big Cat Rescue celebrated our 25th year along with the grand opening of our new gift shop space. The new gift shop space includes an area called Be the Cat where people can go down the ramp there into an old part of one of our cages that used to belong to Bailey and Moses and then Will and Anasazi. And they can also, while they're waiting for their tours, come out onto the deck, which is caged in so that people don't just wander out. And this is how the tours come back. So at the end of the tour, tours will come up the ramp here with a beautiful view of Andy and Seth Tiger's enclosures on the lake. Because our tours are guided and they wear a Vox box with a headset, they drop off their recycling earbuds. And then they come into the gift shop. That's fine, I'm filming. It's great to hear it's the best thing ever happened to you.
It's kind of an odd one.
As guests come in, the only way that they can get through the gift shop is to come into Lauren's office. Hello, Lauren. And this is where she asked them to make a call of the wild. 3,156 calls. I love it. It's got great posters up on the wall now. And then they can exit into the gift shop.
Yeah, mine's gonna run to 6.
It's not live. It's for the video of the gift shop renovation. So this is the after shot. Wait till you see the before shots. You guys will not believe what it was like in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Everything's staying all dusted.
Hey, Abby,
Yes.
you go three.
This room looks so much smaller now that you got all your stuff in it.
Yeah, it shrank, yeah.
The shipping room has always been tight quarters.
Yeah.
When we were building it, I thought this is going to be plenty big enough, and it was like,
Yeah, you put in the shelves, the boxes.
John Doe. And it asks you on the right hand side of that screen the code. So you put the code is on the back. Is it 535? And then you're talking. Yes,
Remember those disgusting bathrooms? Now they're beautiful. While guests wait for their tour, they can be the cat and come out here onto the deck where they have a view of the bobcats, Moses and Bailey. And across there is Smalls and Nabisco and Mrs. Claus and Anasazi and Will. And then the Servals, Zucari. And maybe on a rare occasion they would even see Perfection Ocelot if it were in the evening. They can view the kitten cabana from here. They can look across the road at Andy Tiger and Seth Tiger on Tiger Lake. And of course our cats move around all the time, so it could be different cats by the time you're watching this. The archway is fenced in so that people can't just wander out onto the property. And then they can see what it's like to be inside one of our cages. This is just a small section of a cage that we did not tear down because of the beautiful bougainvillea that lives on it. It supports all of that weight of the bougainvillea. We didn't want to lose that, and so we left the old platform in here and the foliage so that even in the wonderful enclosures that we're able to provide for the cats at Big Cat Rescue, you still have that feeling of being caged in, because you are, and that's what we want people to realize, is that these cats don't belong in cages any more than people do. All of our ramps had to be ADA compliant. This area down here, eventually we'll put a roof out over this whole area that's currently dirt, and it will have a brick flooring for the donor bricks that we have. The idea is that we could do parties out here, both up here on the caged in deck, or we could cage that in down there as well and have a nice meeting space. This rolling rack was just an extra one from the gift shop that they never did put away. So from here, guests can come and get a beautiful view of our Tiger Lake, and they can watch our keepers busy doing what keepers do all day. It's really a spectacular view. Our old gift shop area now needs a lot of work. Currently, we have videos playing in here so that people who are waiting for tours can watch them. They also will watch the rules here on these benches. And they can watch our Explore cameras while they're waiting for their tour, and it's all air conditioned in here now, which is much better than in the past when they were outside in the heat. We're going to take out that grate. We have a television playing a slideshow of the different cats that Big Cat Rescue. And then we have some really nice cabinets that we're going to bring down here and make a wall where this counter is, so that this space can be made into a break room for our volunteers where they can have their lunch and eat privately and still kind of have an ear to the ground for what's going on in here. And we'll put some of those same cabinets out here as well. Those cases have been in our party house, but they're only seen by people who book a party. So here we could really get the message out about a lot of those cats inside this space. So this is the area where the volunteers would walk into their break room. This used to be my kitchen. I used to live in this house. My refrigerator was over there, so we have a refrigerator coming, and the sink and oven have been disconnected and removed. We're not going to put the oven back, but we are going to hook the sink back up. And this door is currently locked, but behind it is our old storage room and Honey's office, the shipping office. And so that's going to be Chelsea's new office and her training center. So that'll be the first thing that we work on because we need a space where new volunteers can get their training. Tours will still leave out this door. And for right now, this area is still fenced in. And then we've moved the door to the tour path over here, so that's how they would get out to see the cats, and that door is always locked. But we might change it so that this door here becomes the locked door to the cats, and once you go out that door, you're just on the property. We'll see how that goes. This is where you can meet all of our volunteers. And back up to the gift shop.
And we've added a lot more signage. So these are covers from our magazine in the foyer. And then these are ways that people can join us on social media in the hallway.